What's happening, everyone? Back today. The whiteboard's cracked back out. Been a while since I've had this out. The topic I want to go over today is reps and reserve training and just some of the potential drawbacks and things that you need to be careful of with leaving reps in the tank. I used to train a lot like this, so again I can draw from my own experience. I've had clients train like this in the past. I've since changed some of the ways I might thinking around all this. Now I just wanted to go over some of the drawbacks of it and things that we need to be careful of, right? So, I need to preface this by saying, look, people are going to leave reps in the tank. That's one way of training, and people are going to train to failure. You need to have the dials between volume and intensity. If we're going to train high volume, right, it's going to be pretty hard to keep the intensity high. You're going to have to leave reps in reserve. If you're going to train high intensity and you're taking all your sets to failure, okay, your volume is going to be a little bit down, or the dial's going to be turned down a touch, because that's the way you have to make up for it. Now, when it comes to reps in reserve and training to failure, what is the whole thing that prefaces this? Now you'll see on the board here. Now I'm a big fan of something called the effective reps model, which basically means like the last couple of reps before failure. They're the most important reps. They're the ones that are going to grab onto something called the high threshold motor unit, which creates the most mechanical tension. Now, these are buzzwords that are always thrown around in the industry, but why are they important? Mechanical tension is the driver of hypertrophy. That's what we're trying to produce with every set we do. That is the stimulator for muscle growth. It's mechanical tension. It's not volume. We need enough volume, of course, but you don't just keep doing sets upon sets upon sets and you get bigger. At some point, you need to take your sets very close to failure to drive mechanical tension, which will stimulate hypertrophy. Without that, nothing makes sense. So the effective reps model is basically, let's say this is a set of 10. Rep 1 here, rep 10, right? The last 5 reps before failure, these are the ones which are going to produce the most mechanical tension. Grab onto those high threshold motor units, as I say, and we need to be pushing to this stage towards the end of the set. Now, it's common for the reps in reserve, the practitioners, what they push is that you shouldn't push failure. You should always leave a couple of reps in the tank and you'll fall in this zone where you're leaving maybe 2, 3 reps in the tank. My problem with that, it can be a fine way to train, but you have to be very, very accurate with that. It leaves a lot up to chance and guesswork, and a lot of people just don't have the ability to accurately gauge reps in reserve on a consistent basis. I find a lot of people leave more in the tank than what they're capable of. Now, story time. This is coming from me. This is my own personal experience with it. This is when there was a light bulb moment in my head, and I knew I had to change something because I was shortchanging myself in the gym. So we go back January this year. I started doing hack squats. I went to a new gym, new machine, all that stuff. I wanted to start doing hack squats. So I started off, I had the weight on. First week doing it, I done 8 reps got 8 reps on the first week. Second week I come back in and then I got 9 reps. So I was up a rep from last week and I was trying to leave a rep or 2 in the tank. I wasn't pushing failure training because that wasn't the way I was training back then. So first 2 weeks, 8 reps week 1, 9 reps week 2. I come in week 3 and I thought to myself, right, just for an experimentation and just see where I'm at, I'm going to come in and I'm going to load the same weight up that I've got 8 and 9 reps with for the last previous couple of weeks. I'm going to load the same weight up and I'm going to take this set to failure. I'm going to take it until I can't move, until I know I haven't got another rep. So I done that on the 3rd week. I got 15 reps. So my gauge of RPE, reps in reserve, was out massively. I was out by 6, 7 reps. I got 9 reps the week before thinking I was leaving 1 or 2 reps in the tank. Then I got 15 reps. Now, nothing changed outside the gym. Yet maybe we could say it was a new movement and I had 2, 3 weeks of learning it. But that's not going to change and give me an extra 5 or 6 reps in 1 week. My gauge of reps in reserve was off massively, and that's me with 13 years of training experience. Again, I've been doing this a long time. I'm not a noob. I know how to train hard. Again, I'm no stranger to any of that. But I was leaving too many reps in the tank. So never mind what I might have been doing across the board with my training, whether it be other exercises as well. So you can see a net average across the board. If you think you're training with reps in reserve 1 or 2, but in reality you're probably more like 4 or 5, you can see why people don't get results. So what do we do? What's the point of me telling you this? My whole thing to people and challenge to people now is that when it comes to training to failure, there is no guesswork. If you take a set to failure, you know you couldn't have done another rep. It's job done. You take the set, I couldn't have done one more rep, I tried it and failed it, or I just know that it wouldn't have moved. That's like job well done. You can go home and be happy, right? I know I done everything that I could do there to stimulate hypertrophy with the set. There was no what if maybe I left 2, 3, 4 reps in the tank. You know you took your set all the way there, and you can be assured that the job was done, because we've got right here. We've accumulated 5 effective reps. We took it all the way to failure, and again, it can give you a little bit of peace of mind. So that's what I do like about failure training. That's a big benefit of it for me, is that again, there's no guesswork. You took it to failure or you didn't, and the big problem again, coaching a lot of clients over the years, people's representation of leaving reps in the tank, it's completely skewed. People think they're leaving 2 reps in the tank, and it's more like 5 or 6. And again, I was culprit of doing this myself. So never mind what a lot of other people are doing, and beginners who are following all of these scientific programs on the internet, all this stuff, leaving 2, 3 reps in the tank, I guarantee it's skewed. And if people we just went through periods of training to failure and you learned how to do it, I guarantee people would get a lot better results, because not only again can you be satisfied that you've took a set to failure, you've stimulated everything by hypertrophy, it's also a good learning resource to know what it feels like to take a set to failure, because it's hard. I think you need the people who are very successful at reps in reserve training, who get good results with that. They know how to train hard. They've had a lot of experience with failure training in the past, and then they decide to dial a couple of things down and leave reps in the tank. So again, I don't think reps in reserve is a good approach for beginners if they're consistently doing it and they're not training hard enough. So just food for thought. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you on the next one.